Hello friends, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and I'm participating in Altenew's 24-hour April event hosted by Bridget Casey. We were offered a kit, and so what I used was the Flowing Leaf die, the Proud of You, and their watercolor sets. So I'll show you how that all came together. So there's that Flowing Leaf die. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hot dog card, and I'm going to sandwich it between vellum. So again, I've got that hot dog card, and so what I want to do is allow myself a 1/4 inch there at the top to attach the white cutout, and then I sandwiched a piece of vellum. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the permanent yellow watercolors. These are artist watercolors from Altenew, and I'm also using their watercolor paper set. And again, these are 5x7 sheets of watercolor cardstock. So what I'm going to do is I die cut out another one of those flowing leaves using the watercolor paper, and then I pulled out, and you can see there I've got my primary palette over there, which is the colors that were provided for us. And so I've got the red, yellow, and blue on my white mixing plate, and then we'll go ahead and I'm going to do all the leaves in blue. So again, I'm just loose watercoloring over them. You can see I left the die cut in the watercolor negative piece so that, again, it would hold it and it wouldn't move all over the place. So again, just using water, lots of water, and the blue watercolor from the set. So again, this is a watercolor set that's available through Altenew, and it's the primary colors. So again, you can do lots of mixing and matching using the watercolor. So again, I'm just adding it all on here. And so once I'm happy, I went ahead and heat dried it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and emboss a couple of the blooms from the Proud of You set. So again, I did a few blooms also on watercolor paper because I knew I was going to use the yellow and orange, or yellow and red watercolors to kind of create an orange mix on there. So again, we'll go ahead, and you can see here I'm just stamping. When you're on watercolor paper, you got to do it a couple times because of the texture. So once I have that done, then I'll add clear embossing powder. I love to do black embossing with clear embossing powder, so you can see how it's shiny. Also provides some ridges to hold the color. So again, there's my 3 blooms. I'm only using one of them in the end, but I wanted to have some some alternatives in case I decided to do more than one. So again, I'm spritzing water on the watercolor paper. It just kind of helps the paints move. So again, I'm watering it down because again, I wanted it to be more of a wash, and I wanted my yellows and reds to mix. So you can see here that I'm just coloring in the watercolor images. And so you can see there on my mixing plate there that I've kind of created an orange in the center. So again, I'm using a mixture of the oranges and then the deeper reds on my flowers. I thought those turned out really nice. So again, just going back and, touching in, dripping in a little bit more color. The paper is still wet because I spritzed it, so it's, it allows the colors to move more. So you should see a right arrow at the lower right-hand side of your screen. And again, that's my subscribe button. I would love to count you as a subby friend here on YouTube. So again, just kind of finishing up the flowers. And then we'll go ahead and heat set those. That just kind of helps because I'm going to do green for the leaves. And I'll be honest with you, I was not successful in mixing up a green that I liked, so I ended up pulling out my artist pan set and using a green from there. So again, still kind of heat and dry in here. So I hope you're following along, maybe, and even working along with me. This is the same steps that I did in the class. I just decided to go ahead and put it on YouTube so that, again, you guys could go back and follow it along if you wanted to. So again, I pulled a kind of a green mixture there from my watercolor set. I'm always kind of mixing colors and not using them straight out of the pan. Just it's more fun that way. So again, once I've got all of the green leaves colored, then we'll go ahead and heat dry it a little bit more because I want to die cut it and I don't want to ruin the watercolor paper. So again, once I've got that done, I was happy, happy with the colors here. Happy. So we'll go ahead and remove the flowing leaves from the negative, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue it on top. Is kind of what the plan is. I needed to go ahead and I selected one of the blooms that I liked the best, and we went ahead and die cut it. Actually, I die cut all three, but then I selected the one that I wanted to use. So I'm kind of playing here, trying to see, can I put 3 on there? Is that, does that look nice? Or, just trying to really look at it. And again, I wouldn't use just 2 blooms. Again, I'm a follower of the, triple image on my cards. So again, pulling out that white glue again and just gluing down, gonna glue down that blue watercolor piece to form the background. Then again, it's sandwiched between I don't want to call it heavy vellum because it's not heavy vellum. It's really just a kind of a medium heavy weight vellum, but again, it's got enough strength in it that it will stand up. So again, I'm going to go ahead and attach the blue leaves there. Sorry, I'm off screen a little bit. So we'll go ahead and the old famous acrylic block on the top there. So then again, I'm going to go ahead and score my, score my card at this isn't a 5.5. This is a little bit smaller. So this one's like 3 3/4 by 5. So I went ahead and scored it at the 5-inch mark, and then we'll go ahead and use my tape to attach it inside. So again, it gives you a place to write where you won't see the writing. So again, I'm using Altenew foam tape. This is my absolute favorite foam tape. I have a couple of rolls in my stash. I pick it up whenever they do put it on sale. It is so easy to use, and this is my original roll here, and I've been using this for probably a year, and unbelievable. So I've also got, this is from Altenew Classic Greetings, and this is black heat set on white. So I wanted to go ahead and foam pop that up as well for the front of the card. So again, trying to figure out how I want to orient the flower, the bloom. Then we'll go ahead and pull the backing off of there. And attach it, and then we'll go ahead and pull the backing off of the sentiment, and there is your finished card. So I had so much fun making this one. So again, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Blogger. Would love to count you as a subby friend on YouTube. Have a great day.